Welcome back to the Cultivating Gratitude journey. We are on day 12, and today is called Gratitude Abracadabra. We're going to go over the meaning of the word, introduce a fun experiment, and overall explain why I love positive affirmations, and end with a few that you can use in your daily practice. Now, I don't know if you've heard of the word abracadabra before, but essentially, it's often associated with magic tricks, illusion. Stage magicians and illusionists use the word during performances to add that element of mystery, spectacle, and energy to their sets. But it actually has, the word itself, abracadabra, has roots in various languages, including Aramaic and Hebrew, and possibly others. But the true meaning of it, at least roughly translated, is I create as I speak, or I will create as I speak. It's kind of fun, like the power of words. Our words do matter. Our words create things. Our words can also destroy. But the abracadabra is that positive, it could be negative, right? If you speak the wrong words, you're going to get what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you say. Because there is an energetic will to speaking. I create as I speak. What are you creating in your life? Between knowing that and discovering this Japanese researcher known as Dr. Masaru Emoto. Now, just as a quick disclaimer, this is seen as pseudoscience. Researchers have attempted to replicate this, and they have issues with it because he did not really have a solid scientific method. But it's an interesting experiment and results, and you can even try his 3 little words experiment with rice or flowers and kind of see for yourself the power of words. Essentially what Masaru Emoto did, Dr. Emoto did, was he did write a book called Hidden Messages in Water, but he presented a theory that water molecules can be influenced by positive or negative words, music, thoughts, and intentions. He conducted what he called the water crystal experiments. In these experiments, he claimed that human consciousness could affect the molecular structure of water. Now, we know this is important because the human body is predominantly water. It's roughly about 60%, but the actual percentage can range between 45 and 75% due to your age, sex, and hydration levels. But really, adults roughly have about 60% water. So if we're thinking that thoughts and intentions and words affect water, as naturally water-based creatures, our words can end up affecting us physically. So Emoto, in his experiments, asserted that by exposing water to different stimuli, the resulting frozen water crystals would display distinct different formations. He claimed that positive words would result in forming beautiful ice crystals, while negative stimuli and words would yield those distorted ones. I'm going to throw up some examples here. But again, he was criticized because the scientific community, there's not a rigorous structure here. It is a fun experiment to kind of just see the power of words and intentions, but it's kind of not easily replicable. Accredited scientific research, does show that gratitude improves basic physical and mental health, through improving sleep, lowering high blood pressure, and strengthening our immune systems. But they don't really know the reasons why. Sometimes, a lot of these are just expressing gratitude, whether the letters or having a daily gratitude practice has all these health benefits. But when I discovered Dr. Emoto's experiment, it kind of made me question if all of this was related. Because if, ice crystals can form, if there's a difference in ice crystals here, between what we would consider positive words and emotions versus negative words and emotions, expressions, it kind of makes you wonder what's going on in your own body if you were to use these same expressions. The thank you crystal that he shows is like a pretty nice crystal, but if you call yourself a fool or an idiot, there's quite a big difference in how water responds. Again, this is technically pseudoscience. Take it with a grain of salt. Same with the word abracadabra. It's a loose translation, but generally people believe that it is something along the lines of I create as I speak. And the power of words, power of energy we have, power of manifestation at the end of the day, the law of attraction. Like, what are you really attracting into your life? What is manifesting in your life because of the words you use? And that is why we kind of cultivate gratitude. We're trying to find those positive words. We're trying to break it down to being thankful for the good in our life. Simply saying thank you, showing gratitude, saying I love you, those end up being more positive at the end of the day, both in scientific research and Dr. Emoto's experiment. I mentioned his 3 little word experiment briefly. You can look this up online if you want to do it yourself. It's kind of fun. I've done it in person just to see that it actually does happen. This is the way it's supposed to. But what he did was, what you can do is to replicate it on your own is take 3 jars, or at least 2. The third is more like a neutral control jar. But if you were to fill it with either cooked rice, or do this with flowers, like a vase of flowers, what you'd want to do is put I love you on one of them and I hate you on the other. And then again, the third, if you use it as a control, would just not have any words on it, just to show, what no words would do to affect the experiment. But if you leave it for a while, if you do the rice, you want to put it in a cool place, dark, maybe in the cabinet, and then revisit it after like a week and a month and see what happens to the rice or the flowers. Keeping the self-experiment controlled as best as possible. If you're going to put flowers in the window, just keep them always in the same spot. So essentially they're all getting the same experience happen to them. But over time, you may notice a difference between the I love you and the I hate you versions. And what I found is, when I did the experiment with both the rice and flowers, the ones that I said I hate you, they actually decayed faster. Kind of fun, kind of weird. And then the ones I said I love you to decayed slower, or similar to not having any words on them. But there was a little bit noticeable difference between that as well, where saying I love you, expressing that love for something, actually kind of made it more healthy, and it just energetically affected it a little bit different than saying hate. Love and hate are kind of 2 sides of the coin. We're focusing on love here, but it just kind of shows you the power of words, and you can see it for yourself. So if you want to do the experiment yourself, I'll throw up some instructions here. But again, it's not necessary. It's not gratitude related necessarily. It's just about abracadabra. I create as I speak. I will create as I speak. What are you speaking every day? And I know we're cultivating gratitude, so we can focus on gratitude, but what words are you using? How are you expressing gratitude to yourself and the world? And how is it kind of affecting you when you don't? Or rather, when you say negative things about you in the world. If you're always angry and hateful, that's almost like a hangriness, a hateful angriness of the world, but has nothing to do with food. It's kind of weird, hangry. But yeah, like, what can you do to change your own words and cultivate more gratitude and positivity for yourself? Again, this is just fun pseudoscience. You don't have to believe any of this. Even the words abracadabra are loosely translated from ancient languages. So take it as it is. But as an energetic spiritual person, these things kind of have affected me, and I want to introduce them to you. And they actually, honestly, have improved my life, understanding that my words do have power. They affect me physically, and I'm more conscious of the words I use. And that's just kind of what I invite you to, explore on your own and kind of really realize what you are actually saying to yourself. Do you give yourself crap about life every day? Are you negative, self-critical? Or are you trying to be more positive, express positivity, express love and joy, and finding those silver linings, finding the little nuggets of truth in the universe and in yourself to cultivate gratitude more. And just because I love positive affirmations, it's that concept between, I create as I speak, choosing your words carefully. I feel like positive affirmations are great. That's why I self-publish coloring books with just positive affirmations. I feel like they've improved my life, and I want to encourage other people to find what works for them. I'm going to throw up some 10 basic affirmations. They're kind of long. You can just choose one or two. You don't have to do all 10. Just find what resonates with you. But try to incorporate some sort of positive affirmation daily in regards to gratitude. So here are some examples. The first one is, I am grateful for the abundance in my life, and I attract more positivity every day. Simple, right? It's all focusing on really good positive words. We're inviting the energy we want into our life. And I just love these affirmations. 2, gratitude fills my heart and soul, guiding me to appreciate every moment. And if this resonates with you, you can go ahead and say it, write it down, add it to your daily thank you writings. Bookend the day with one of these affirmations if you'd like, or all of them. But these are just suggestions. 3, I am thankful for the lessons and growth that challenges bring into my life. And we all have challenges. Human beings go through life. We have to learn things, like life happens. Bad things happen to good people, quote unquote, all these things. But just finding the thank you in the growth. I know even though it says challenges, the affirmation is focusing on the growth and acknowledging the challenges. It's not it's not negative in this sense, because you are focusing on a positive growth. So not every word means like something or like affect you negatively in the full context of the sentence. A 4th option is, my life is a gift, and I am grateful for the opportunities that come my way. And all positivity there. Positivity there. 5, I appreciate the beauty around me and find joy in the simplest of things. Also inviting in the word beauty. It's a good energy to cultivate. 6, gratitude empowers me to see the good in every situation, even amidst difficulties. Focus on the empowering. You don't even have to, you can leave off the last little bit too. Just focus on gratitude empowering you. 7, I am thankful for the love and support from those around me. Bringing in all the gratitude for all the people. When you say thank you, this is what you mean. Just love and support. 8, each day I am blessed with countless reasons to be grateful. If you resonate with the word bless, this may be one for you, because there are countless, multiple opportunities for gratitude in every day. 9, I express gratitude for my past, present, and the opportunities that await me in the future. Again, kind of tying in our future gratitude letter, just thinking all of our goals and future dreams. Like, we can be grateful for time and across time. And again, just inviting that constant energy of positive gratitude and things to be grateful for at all times in our life. And the last one I want to offer you is 10. My heart is filled with thankfulness, attracting more blessings into my life. Again, gratitude with scientific research from around the world and published journals, even recent studies, have shown the heart health benefits of expressing gratitude. It lowers the blood pressure, but it also affects one of the markers for heart conditions, and it really improves heart function overall. Again, you can explore the research studies from around the world that actually show that our hearts are impacted in a way that is beneficial by just expressing daily gratitude. Now, if you want to focus on that and cultivate more heart health, just say, my heart is filled with the thankfulness in my life. These are just a little bit of energetic hacks. If you love positive affirmations, try to incorporate 1 or 2 in your life every day, at least for 30 days, and see how you feel. Can change them out if an affirmation doesn't feel right to you, or you feel like you've outgrown it. That's perfect. I've outgrown many affirmations. Try to pick the words that resonate with you, because like I said, as you create as you speak. This is your life. What I want in my life will be different from yours, and you want to just choose your words carefully. Find which words you actually love, resonate with, and then want to incorporate more in your life and receive more, whether it's the beauty, blessings, love, support, anything heart related. Find what works for you. But I implore you just to find at least an affirmation or 2. I've done 10 affirmations a day for a while, and it's changed my life. But you may want to start small. Pick 1 or 2 and see how they start affecting you. Again, with the pseudoscience, Emoto's research, whether you believe in that kind of energy or not, there is some sort of effect on water with words. And as water-based creatures, again, just try to be mindful of how your words affect you physically. It may not be evident at first, obviously, it may be over time, but you can do like little self-experiments with yourself and just find what works better for you, what makes you feel better, like physically feel better. And it may just be the words that you use at the end of the day. So hopefully you had fun with this one. I know it's a little bit out there, bringing in magic, abracadabra, a little bit of pseudoscience, a little bit of actual research science. I feel like Dr. Emoto's research is very valid. I've seen it with my own eyes kind of way, and just, I've been at it like 7 years since I found out about this, and I feel like it's improved my life over at least a 7-year period, just being more conscious of the words and how they affect me and others physically, or possibly physically, even though if it may not be 100% proven or replicable. There are some problems with this experiment. You can look up on it and read all of the negatives, but it just makes you think. Like, really, do your words impact you and others? And what you can do to change your words. So, have fun, explore everything abracadabra, choose your words carefully, and find an affirmation, a gratitude affirmation that works for you and how you want to cultivate more of it into your life. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.